Yay. Okay, resistance band workout. Got the band, yeah? And I'd like you just to come to a natural standing position today. Feel the weight of your body holding onto your band. I want you to take a giant inhalation through your nose. Good. Hold that breath at the top. And then on the exhale, bring that all the way down. Good. And do that again. Inhale through the nose. Hold that at the top. And then exhale and all the way down. Good. My shoulders are feeling a little bit tight this morning, so I just want to do a shoulder shrug to start. It's up and down, shoulder shrug. Oh gosh, I don't know what I did with my shoulders. Oh yeah, I had a 2-hour dental appointment yesterday. Oh, it was great. I needed it. Teeth cleaning, and then they did some filling. Can you see how beautiful my teeth look? But when you have somebody working in your mouth or two people working in your mouth, I think that creates tension in your body. For me, more than hiking up 6,000 feet. Okay, great. So now let's stretch the band up to the sky. We're going to do a full roll down, but first, feet come to a parallel position. Push your feet down and lengthen your arms up and get as tall as you can. Come forward in space, that's an inhalation. Feel your tailbone going in opposition to the forehead. And then hang your body, let go of your head. Take a big breath in, and I want you to breathe into the back side of your lungs. As you exhale, just slowly stack the spine. We're going to find a little bit of a flow. We're going to do this 4 more times today. So the arms reach up, find the opposition, come forward in space, find the opposition between forehead and tailbone, and then hang. Inhale into the back of your lungs. Exhale, stack the spine up. Good, finding your own flow. Make this feel like it's a dance for yourself. The dance of the first snow, Wendy. That's what we're going to call this. The dance of the first snow. Good. Oh, I like the dance of the first snow. Good, I'm going to do one more beautiful flowy roll down. Find vertical contrast, finding the horizontal contrast, and then it's the stacking of the spine, showing the body that the bones are in control, like in Halloween. Yay. Okay, so we come back up to find our standing position. Take the arms up over the head and just kind of create a little bit of firmness here. Good. When you're finding this high V shape, don't let your shoulders elevate up to the ears, but rather pull them down and create as much space as you can between your ear and your shoulder. Then from here, it's a giant inhalation as you reach out, and try not to let your arm come forward. You want to imagine that you're in a toaster and there's hot coils in front of you and hot coils behind you, so that you're in a serious linear position. And then bring that back to center. Good, reaching up and over. Good, imagine that you are in this nice kind of squeezed, really side bending position. That's your giant inhalation as you stretch. And then exhale back to center. Keep your wrists long and your arms long as you do it again. Inhaling side, exhaling exhaling center. Nice. Inhaling side. Exhaling center. We're going to do it one more time. Big, giant side bend. Breath in through the nose. Exhale, center. Inhale, big, big, big reach. Exhale, taking it back to center. Good, let your arms come all the way down. And then for some of us, to mobilize the shoulders, we can lift the arms up and then all the way behind. Maybe for some people don't quite have that range of motion. That's fine, whatever you can do. I'm gonna do this 3 times. It's like oiling my shoulder joint. To me, it feels great. Caution for those with shoulder injuries. Good. On the next one, I'm gonna lift my arms up and I'm going to narrow my hold on my band a little bit. So my arms are not way out, they're in a kind of a controlled V. I'm gonna take my feet out into an external rotation with my heels on the mat. And in this position, I'm going to bend my knees and I'm gonna straighten. So it's a very, very vertical plie. I'm reaching up, but at the same time, I'm bending down. And I'm definitely feeling some work in my arms and shoulders to maintain this position as I go down and up. Good, and down and up. Good, now from here, I'm going to look up. I'm going to pull my band apart, and then I'm gonna bend my elbows and pull it down to my sternum. So I actually touch the bone there. And then I lengthen the arms back up, slowly resisting that. Good, so this is a lat pull, and I'm feeling the lats, those big triangular muscles on the sides of my body, really activating. So as I pull down from my armpit. Yeah. And then back up. And I'm really feeling these if I'm concentrating. Now I'm gonna add the plie. So it's a beautiful lat pull as I plie. Inhale back. I pull the band apart and I pull it down. And then I resist as I bring it back up. Good. I pull it apart and I pull it down. Good. And I resist as I pull it up. I'm going to narrow it a little bit more for myself to make these last 2 a little harder. I pull down. Ooh, that feels good. And back up. Good. Big lat pull. I pull down as I plie. Good. Now keep your plie and lengthen the arms up. Take it to one side. Bend the bottom elbow. Notice my top arm is straight. And I'm going to look down as I take it down. And I bend that elbow. Good. I'm looking at the moving arm for 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. Now, lengthen the arms all the way long. Take it up, 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 and continue to the other side. Good. At first, both arms are long, but then I'm going to bend the bottom arm. I look down, and I bend and straighten for 5 more, and 4 more, and 3 more, and 2 more. Last 1. Lengthen those arms. Take it all the way up. Straighten the legs and bring the arms straight down. Good. My feet come in to form a V shape, and I'm zipping up and squeezing inner thighs. I'm going to pull all the way across my chest, and as I do that, I make sure that my fists and my wrists are super strong. They're not limp, they're not twisted. And then I bring it in. I'm just going to do 8 of these. So it's 8. Good, I'm going to add a releve. So I lift up, keeping my heels together, a little air underneath my heels, and down. And 7. Lower down. and 6. So when I was at the dentist yesterday, I had to have x-rays, and the dentist said if he didn't know me, he would say that I had bones of a 26-year-old. I swear to you, that's what he said. Isn't that great? I know. It's Pilates, I am telling you. It's Pilates. Good. See if you can do 2 more. Keep the bones of a 26-year-old. And 1 more. Okay, let the arms come all the way down. We're gonna do our tricep series today. I like to start with my right hand. I'm a right-handed person, so you can start with right or left, but place that band around your hand, drop it behind your back, reach the other hand up, and just open for a minute. Maybe today, and I'm gonna stand in the V shape with my feet, maybe today this is a stretch that you need. Can you feel that maybe here through the lats, through the armpits? That'd be nice. Then give yourself a little slack so that you can fully extend and you feel something. And then bend. And here we go for 20, yes, and 19, and 18, and 17. You're in control of how much slack you give yourself, but you want this to feel like something. Good. I feel it all along the underneath side of my arm. This is mainly for triceps, but because we're using the resistance band, can you feel it's sort of a whole body exercise? It kind of is. Yes. And up and back. Good. I lost count. Let's see if we can do 6 more. And 5. Good. And 4. Nice. And 3. Good. And 2. Nice. Last one. Be strong, 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 strong. Bend and release. Good. And I like to shake out that arm. That's a great set. Let's try the other side. So same thing. I'm taking the other hand and wrapping the band around, dropping it behind me. My armpit is open to the front, and I reach my other hand around and I try to touch as close as I can. Maybe the fingers touch, maybe not. And I'm feeling that stretch. So I enjoy that for a moment and breathe. Then I'm going to extend and bend. And let's see if we can do 19 and 18 and 17 and 16 and 15 and 14 and 13 and 12 and 11, yes, and 10 and 9 and 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4. You feeling this side more than the other side? I am. 3, 2, and 1. Keep it strong. Keep it powerful. Check to see if you can that your shoulders are even, and then release that. Yay. Okay. Shake out your shoulder or your arm. Okay. We are going to do just a little bit of standing work. I'm going to stay in this V shape that I created for myself so that I've got like the inner line active. And I think what I'm going to do is place my right foot a little bit forward onto the band, and it's slightly externally rotated. It's not perfectly parallel. And then I'm going to shift my weight forward so that my back leg now can kind of come off a little bit. There's not much weight on my back leg. And I'm going to take my handles here and just pull up for 3 bicep curls, 2 bicep curls, and then 1 more bicep curl. Good. Now, could you take the back leg and slowly take it off? Yeah, So here I am with my back leg slightly off. Woohoo! This is challenging for me today. Then, can I give myself 3 bicep curls here? 3, 2, and 1. Good. And if that's possible, could you add, it's challenging, could you add the moving of the back leg? So let's see. Can you lengthen the leg up and lower it down? Can you lengthen that leg up and lower it down? Could you maybe do it one more time? Lengthen up and lower that down. Good. Set that down. Take the front leg and kick it all the way up. Good. And hold for a second if possible. Perfect. Okay. Woo. That was a good challenge for me. Let's see if we can try it on the other side. So remember, we start with like a V shape with the feet. You bring the front leg forward and you're standing on your band. And we just try our bicep curls for 3. Most of my weight is on the front leg. 2 and 1. Great. Now, could you shift your weight all the way forward so that you could take your back leg a little bit off? If not, maybe it's that kickstand. Okay, let's see what we can do here. 1, whoa, 2, and 3. Okay, if you were able to do that, can you move your back leg up and down as you do that? Okay, let's try. 1, 2, and 3. Good, now step on the back leg, take the front leg all the way forward, give it a little bit of a stretch, and then back down. Woohoo! That was great. Okay, we are going to do a couple of roll downs, so let's transition to our mat. We start out just with the TheraBand. We're gonna wrap it around our feet. Good. And let me transition here. It's my book on Elizabeth Warren that was in the way of the computer. Okay, so we want to sit up really straight and have the band around the feet. Take a breath in, and we're going to exhale and roll that spine down. Good, and then we lift the head and we roll that spine back up. We're going to do that 2 more times, rolling down and rolling up. And rolling down and rolling up. Yay. Then I'm going to take one of my feet, I'm going to take my right foot out of the band, and I'm going to slowly roll down. And when I come all the way down evenly, I'm going to bring my left leg into tabletop. I'm going to hold on to my TheraBand here so that there's some pressure. And I'm just going to extend my leg out. And as I extend my leg out, I pull my arms in. So I'm getting a little bit of strength, a little bit of a stretch. And we'll do that 2 more times. Extend the left leg out with that band and bring it in. Good, 1 more time. Out and in. Good, now I'm gonna lift my head, neck, and shoulders up. So I lift up into my chest lift. That's it, and back. And I lift into chest lift and back. And now I'm noticing my spine. Can I keep my spine even? I'm not twisting in any position. I'm not overusing the right side of my body. I'm not overusing the left side of my body. We're doing a single leg activity, so we're definitely using more of the right side here to balance that out. but I'm focused on keeping my spine even. Good. And one more time, press it out. Good. Now let's gently lengthen that leg all the way up. And we're gonna take it down and up for kicks. Down and up for kicks. Down and up for kick. Down and up for kick. Good. Keep it up there as high as you can, as straight as you can. Slide the other leg long. Good. Pause and breathe through your nose. Good. And then from here, I'm going to cross my band on this one. I really like to have a lot of pressure. I'm going to move into the leg circles. So I'm going to take my leg across the body and down, up and around for 5 smooth, 4 smooth circles, 3 smooth circles, 2 smooth circles, and 1 smooth circle other way for 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and last 1. Good. Give it your maximum stretch. Good. And then let's change legs. For me now, I'm on my right leg, and I'm just going to swivel around here. Yeah. Good. And we're going to extend the leg and bring it in. Do it again. Extend the leg and bring it in. Good. Now we're going to lift head, neck, and shoulders. We're going to lift head, neck, and shoulders and bring it in. And lift head, neck, and shoulders and in. Push into the band. Feel that lift. Feel the activation through the torso. And lift. Good. 2 more here. Lift. That's it. And 1 more time. Lift. Come all the way down. Lengthen your leg up. Check out how that's feeling. And then we go down and up for 5 quick. It's a big kick. As big as you can. 2. And 1. Slide the opposite leg long. Feel the contrast of both legs. One pushing down onto the ground, the other up. I'm going to cross my band and really pull it into the socket. And then here come the big circles. Yeah, maybe the most effective exercise of the whole day. The TheraBand weighted circular movement for the hip. Oh yes. When do you ever get this? I think my body craves it. I'm sure I told you that when I first started doing Pilates more than 20 years ago now, but the leg circles were my least favorite exercise. Of course, we didn't do them with TheraBands though, we did it without. That makes it harder, but still, now they're my favorite. Okay, so I've gone the other way and I'm on 4, so I have been paying attention all the way up. And I take it to my maximum stretch here. Oh, perfect. Okay, and we do one more thing here before we're gonna switch up the band today. And on this one, I really kind of like to do a couple of teasers. I'm holding my band down below my knee joints, right at the calf. I'm gonna push my feet into the band, lift my head, neck, and shoulders up, and I come all the way up to the teaser. Now, from this position, I'm gonna lower my legs an inch and lift my legs an inch. Lower my legs an inch, lift my legs an inch. One more time, lower the legs an inch, lift an inch, and then I lower the spine slowly, 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 bringing the knees in so I come back in perfect timing. And then I'm going to do that one more time with a little variation. So take a breath in. Exhale, push, float your head, come all the way up, 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 up with control. Long arms, long legs. You're balanced somewhere kind of between the sacrum and the lumbar spine. And from here, I want you to bend your knees a little bit and then straighten your knees. Yeah, try that again. Bend the knees a little bit and straighten the legs. One more time, it's a tiny bend and a tiny straighten, good. And then we're gonna come all the way down. So the legs press down, spine descends. Legs press straight down, spine descends. Legs press straight down, spine descends, and we come all the way down. Nice breath in here. Exhale, we're gonna roll up and we're gonna finish this little part with a row. So we roll all the way up. Good, sit up tall. I'm gonna scooch back just a tad here, and I'm sitting up right on top of my sitting bones. And I'm gonna cross my band. I've got it crossed. My elbows are lifted, and I'm going to rotate. So it's shoulder first. Well, it's actually shoulder blade and then shoulder. Shoulder blade and then shoulder as I rotate open to one side, and then I gently bring that back. And I go to the other side. I'm pulling and I'm looking toward my other elbow, and I bring that back. So this is like a weighted rotation. I'm feeling this in my spine, in my back, and in my belly. And I pull and back. Good, now I'm gonna do it just a little faster. It's pull and bring it back. It's exhale, pull, inhale back. Exhale, pull, inhale back. Exhale, pull. Inhale back one more time each way. Pull. I love this one. And back. And pull. And bring that back. Okay, good. Quick transition. Everyone's got a different resistance band, right? I want you to tie your band around your thighs very tightly. So I think for me, I can do it twice. Let me see, can I do it twice? But yesterday I was training Deb, and we only were able to pull it around once because we had shorter bands. We did some sideline exercise, and we're going to do that today too. Okay, so for me, I can do it twice. I'm tying it very tightly, not so tightly that I'm going to not be able to have any blood flow in my legs, but you can see it's tight. Can you see how tight that is? It's pretty tight. It's hard for me to stand up and pull apart, so that's how tight it is. Okay, so now we're gonna stay in this arrangement so that we can work the outer sides of the body for the next half of class. Yay! So here we go. We're gonna start out here by feeling the feet weighted on the floor, feeling the sits bones weighted on the mat, and you're gonna slightly press apart with your band. So for everyone's different, but for my band, I've got about 3 to 4 inches between my knees. And I'm gonna lengthen my arms out and imagine that I have a fat raccoon here in my hands. I'm holding the fat raccoon, taking an inhale, thank goodness it's not a skunk, and I exhale and roll down, and I keep pressing out with the band. So I keep that band pressure outward as I roll down with my raccoon, and then I lift Rocky up. Good, I slide my feet in a little bit because it's more comfortable. And I take Rocky all the way over my head. I'm gonna inch one forward. Here we go. So here comes Rocky the raccoon forward. Good, I keep pressing out on my band, and I'm gonna lift up, and I'm gonna keep pressing out on my band as I roll all the way up and reach the raccoon toward my feet. Then I'm gonna come back, and I keep pressing out with the band as I roll back, and I bring those arms over the head. I'm gonna do it one more time. Arms, lift, keep pressing out with the band, and I roll all the way up. Good, what I want you to notice on this full roll up with the band is that you're activating through the obliques. Can you feel the sides of your body everywhere active? That would be great. Good, now the arms are gonna come up, And I'm gonna clasp my hands and bring those behind my head. And I'm gonna keep the gap between my knees and my thighs. I'm pressing out. I can feel the whole chain from my heel all the way up to my hip as I keep it pressed out. Take a breath in here, exhale, lift, up, 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 up. Good, and I'm gonna just go a little bit side to side so I can feel where I am in space. I am definitely above my shoulder blades. I'm gonna keep my hands here so I'm supporting my neck, and I'm gonna press out with the band. I press out, and out, and out, and out. Good, one more, out. Nice, now I keep the pressure, but not as much. And then I roll my head, neck, and shoulders down. Oh, good. Let's try it again. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to lift up above those shoulder blades. Good. 5 pulses out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And lower that spine all the way down. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to lift up, 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 up. Good. And it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower all the way down. Good, and one more time. We lift the head, neck, and shoulders up. We press out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower all the way down. Good, from here, drag the legs into your torso and rock a little bit side to side. Give yourself a tiny little stretch break. Good, so what I noticed was doing the TheraBand like that, doing the chest lift and the presses out, I felt my obliques in a nice way, and I felt my belly really differently, in a really different way than I normally do. So we're definitely using some different muscles. Fantastic. Okay, get your feet a little bit shaken out. Shake out your feet, no tension allowed in your feet. And let's place the legs in tabletop. Yeah. In your tabletop position, remember your knees are right over your hips. You're gonna press slightly out. And as you're pressed out, maybe I should be at a little bit of an angle here, I don't know, but you can see that my legs are about 4 or 5 inches apart. So they're 4 or 5 inches apart, and definitely now the outer part of my thighs are like, really working. I'm gonna again use my hands behind my head, and this time I'm gonna keep pressing out. My feet are relaxed. As I lift up, good, and I'm gonna shoot my legs long, and I'm gonna bring my legs in, and I'm gonna lower down. 4 more. Upper body, lower body. Pull that in and down. 3 more. Lift, lengthen, in and down, and lift, lengthen, in and down. Again, lift, lengthen, in and down. We're going to add on. We lift, lengthen. 3 pulses. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in and down. 4 more. Lift, lengthen. It's 3, 3, 2, 1, and in and down. Again, lift, lengthen. 3, 2, 1, in and down. 2 more. Lift, legs long, pulsing. 3, 2, 1. Pull the legs in, lower down. Again, lift, lengthen. 3, 2, 1. In and down. Last set. Keep the legs wide. We lift and lower. Lift and lower. So the whole time you're pressing out on the band, my legs are going from 6 inches apart to 8 or 10 inches apart, maybe even more. I'm really pressing out. Yes. Press it out. Good. One more time. Press it out. Bring it all the way in and set your feet down. Woo. Okay. The hands press into the ground. The feet come a little bit closer to your butt if it's comfortable. And then you've got a little bit of pressure outward. So your legs are not just resting. We're going to shoot up into the hip lift and find the perfect hip lift. Remember, as much as you can of your upper back is relaxed downward. So you've got a nice lean spine, nice long line. Your hips are lifted up and you're pressing out lightly the whole time on that band. Yeah. And then we undulate down. We soften the upper back, the middle back, and then finally lumbar spine, sacrum, tailbone. Yeah. Do it again. Lift up. Find that perfect line for your body. And then exhale, soften like you're melting down with your backbone. Ah, nice. Once again, lift the hips up. Find the perfection in that movement. And then slowly slink your body all the way back down. Good. Now we're just going to do hip lifts, which is just straight up and straight down. So we're going to go up. And as we go up, we push out, and then we come down. So we push out, and then we come down. My knees are opening up about 4 inches as I come down. As I go out, and then I come down. My knees push out, and I come down. Yeah, my knees push out, and I come down. My knees push out, and I come down. My knees push out, and I come down. Good. Last one, we're going to stay here. Find that perfection of your long line, the beauty of the bridge. And in this position, we're just going to pulse out. So maybe you're pulsing out 1 inch or 2. Maybe your TheraBand allows you to pulse out more. You know, everyone's going to be different on this, but pulse and pulse. Good. And think about pulsing evenly. Can I push with both my legs evenly out and out and out and out? Keep going out and out and out and out. Good. Now keep the pressure on. Fire up the sides of your body so you're using the whole sides of your body, and then it's even smaller. You stay out and then tiny pulses out. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay. Good. Can you lift one leg straight out? And then from here, can you give me 3 hip lifts? We lower and we lift. Good. You got to keep pressing out onto the band the whole time. One more time. Up. Good. Change legs if it's possible. Good. 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Replace that leg. Press your feet out. So now you're walking your feet out and your hips out, and you're tautening your band so that you can feel that. We've got the wide angle, and we're going to focus now on the glutes. So you're going to release the glutes and squeeze the glutes. Release the glutes and squeeze the glutes as you're pressing out. This is very different than when we do it with the ball. Ball is always emphasizing the inner line. This is all external, outer line. Not external, but outer line. Yeah. Lift and lift and lift. Good. Tiny little air humps. You got it. Lift and lift. Really squeeze. Good. Keep pressure on the band the whole time so your knees are wide. My knees are almost as wide as the mat. Not quite it, but almost. Good. Now I'm really feeling it in my glutes. Can you feel that too? 10, 9, 8, 7. In bar. I hope you're in class today. Yes, because I know you would love this one. Up and up and up. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Lower the spine down. Good. Relax the knees toward each other, but the feet go out. So you're getting a release here through the psoas and through the front of the body. And take a couple breaths. Ah. Perfect. so finally, yes, we've been using the hips the whole time, the whole class, and we're going to do now some more hip work. So let's see what we can do. Roll onto your side. Get your head as comfortable as possible. You've still got that crazy band tied around your thighs. And what I'd like you to do here is lift the top leg up. Yep. And we do tiny little lifts. Now we do these all the time with the ball, but this is feeling a little bit different. Lift and 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 lift. Good. Now, keeping the top leg lifted, keeping the pressure on the band, can you lengthen your legs straight out so that you're making almost an L shape, and then bend it in. Do that again. Out and in. One more time. Out. Good. Now can you press it up, 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 and it's bend, straighten, lift, up and down, and bend, straighten, lift it 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 up and down. Good. We are bound by our resistance bands, so we can't stretch the hip directly, but we're going to make a fist and kind of give ourselves a little massage along the IT band, along your glutes. Oh, that feels good. I think I really needed this little massage break. Okay, good. Let's swing over to the other side. Woohoo! You didn't know you could do so many crazy things with the TheraBand, did you? I know. Me neither, not until today. So we are going to find our comfortable position. We're in the L shape and we lift that top leg off. Then it's a small pulsation up and down. Good. Just kind of contrasting because we do this as part of our Hip 101 series often. This feels very different than when I've got the ball or the weight behind. It's not so much the back of my leg. It's not so much the back glute. It's more of the hips and the side of the body that we've been working. Yeah. Okay, good. Now, just lengthen the leg and kick it in, but keep the pressure. Lengthen that front leg and in. Lengthen the front leg and in. Good. Now this time we lengthen and it stays, and we go up, 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 press up, 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 and it's back. Kick it out, take it up and down, and kick, kick, up, down, and kick, kick, up, down, and kick, kick, up, down, and kick, kick, take it up, down. Can we do one more? Kick your butt, kick it up, and down. Good. Relax that and beat out the side of your leg, your glute, your hip. Okay. That was totally fun. I like that series. Now what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to do a test that I wanted to do with you. I think it was last week, and we didn't get to do it, so we're going to do it today. And it doesn't matter where you are on the test. It just matters that when we do the test again next month and the month after, you might see that you make progress. So come on up to a quadruped position. Good. Tuck toes under if you need a foot stretch. Move into a couple of cat curls the way that you like to do them. I like to add the movement, inhaling and exhaling. So we're going to do a couple like that. Inhaling And exhaling. Okay, good. Then I'm going to walk forward, and the test is just to see how long we can hold our plank. I'm going to count to 1 minute. That'll be just the goal, if we can hold it for 1 minute. But if you drop out, wherever it is, kind of make a note of it. Maybe you held for 30 seconds or 35 seconds. Maybe you made it to the whole minute. Instead of having my arms long today, I'm going to come down to the forearms, and my palms are going to be face down onto the ground. And it's just a tiny bit safer for shoulders. So we're going to do our test this way. I'm going to lengthen one leg out and then the other leg out. Good, I'm not pressing out too much on my band. My band just happens to be there. And I find that plank. And then from here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Good. How did you do on that? Were you able to stay for the 60 minutes? Did you do half of it? Did you do a part of it? Make a note so that when we test again, we'll see how much stronger we've gotten. Now come all the way down onto your mat. Lengthen your arms so that palms are face up. Reach your fingers towards your toes. Take a breath in here. Exhale and lift up as high as you can. Take a big breath in. Good. And then as you exhale, it's small pulses out. You're pulsing out. You've got that band. Good. Hold. Come all the way down, and it's a complete rest. We're going to do a couple sets of these. Okay, good. Let's try set number 2. We turn the head toward the mat, lengthen the arms toward the feet, lift up as high as we like. Good, take a breath in. This is a strengthening for the diaphragm. Good, exhale, pulses out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and lower down, complete rest. Excellent. Now, turn the head to center for set number 3. Arms lengthen, legs float up. We've lifted up. We take a breath in. Good, and then pulsing out. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower all the way down. Good. I kind of like my band around my thighs. For me, it does activate the sides of my body for sure, but it also just keeps me more contained. Like it keeps me working from a deeper level, I think is what I'd like to say. Okay, and then we're going to do 2 more sets if possible. This is working the entirety of the back of the body along with the sides. Kind of noticing. Head turns to center. Lengthen everything as you lift up, and you want to take a big breath in. It's our diaphragm strengthener, good, and then exhales, pushing out to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And lower down. Complete rest. Oh. Perfect. The last set, head turns to center. Lengthening fingers. We fly up as high as we possibly like to or we can. Big, huge inhale. Good. And pulsing out, 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 out. And hold. Lift a little bit higher. And then come all the way down. Ah. Perfect job. Okay, we're going to have our hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to pull back into our prayer position. Arms are reaching in one direction, butt is reaching opposition. We're stretching, stretching, stretching. Ah. Nice. Okay. And then finally, we get to take off our band. Oh, man, great. Actually, I really liked that. I've never taught an entire class with their band, or at least not in a long time. Not that I can remember. And I really liked it. To me, it felt good. It felt like it recruited some different kinds of muscles that I don't always use. So I thought that was really helpful. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side and we're going to end with some stretches. If you have your ball handy, I'm going to include this today for our final portion. I want to do just a little bit of mermaid. The legs can be in a nice Z-sit position, or knees can be stacked one on top of the other, what feels best for you. Ball is toward the front knee, and we're going to reach out. And if you don't have your ball, just your hand slides on the mat. It's that big, huge stretch through the entire side of the body that we were just working. Stretch and breathe. Stretch and breathe. Good. And then push down on the ball as you lift up. Ah, good. Again, reaching out, sliding out. Lengthen the whole side of your body from your fingertip, if you can, all the way to your knee. All the way out. Breathe into the side of your body. Inhale. Exhale and back up. Good. Let's do it one more time. Slide out. Stretch over. Big breath in. Exhale. Bring it back. Okay. Other side. Hand on ball if you've got it. It really helps activate through the sides of the body as you slide out. Good. Really reach in opposition. Exhale, push down to lift up. And again, slide the ball out as you slide out. Exhale, push down to lift up. Good. And again, inhaling out. Exhale up. Okay, nice work. If you feel at all like you've overused or really used the sides of your legs, I just want to show you, we're not going to do this because it's the end of class, but if you have a foam roller handy, sometime today, it would be really nice for you to get on your foam roller and do your whole side of your legs. You want to do one side and then you want to do the other side. So that would be a great way to stretch out the IT band later today if you have time. Thank you for coming to class. That was a fun, creative class today, I think.